We'll go for the summer when I'm light. Boy, got your body on my mind. You make my heart beat faster. I'll be a sweet disaster. Deep in my palm, I want your love, love, love. Take off your clothes, clothes, clothes. I want your love, love, love. You drink my rose, rose, rose. I want your love.
Hello Aquarius, this is Inspire 2016 with your monthly reading for the month of August 2018, focusing on your career and work life. So I hope that you have a good month so far for the month of July. So let's see what is in store for you for August. So the first card for you representing the present positions or towards the beginning of the month, you have the Four of Spades. So the Four of Spades here indicates that towards the beginning of the month, it looks like that you are like contemplating on the things that you have done and in the past, and also you try to manage your emotions and also your thinking. So it looks like that you have been going through quite a rough time, like a very difficult time, and also a lot of things had happened in the past, possibly because of the eclipses that happened in the month of July or even beforehand. And it looks like that this is the time for you to take a rest and to take a pause on your move in some way, on your career and so on. And it looks like that you may have possibly quite a big like a holiday period that you may want to take as well, and that can also be a good time as well for you to enjoy your moments here. Other than that, this kind of card could also indicate that you may have like a delay to achieve your projects here. So let's see that the next card that you have representing the influence cards or the bridge cards toward the middle of the month. You have the Three of Spades. So the Three of Spades here indicates that it's quite funny as well. It looks like that you are coming from Four to the Three of Spades. It looks like that you may have quite a big dissolutions or disappointments towards the middle of the month, and it looks like that you may have quite a bit hope with regards to your finances, but may not be turns out as what you wish for. Like if you have done quite a big investments in your work life, maybe the response from your employer may not really positive. Like for instance, if you have done a good quite a big chunk of your projects, but then when you presented it, then your boss possibly doesn't really feel is a good results or good omens from your side, and that can be quite a bit like a frustrating moment as well. Like you have done a lot of things, but it doesn't have any appreciation from your peer or from your boss as well, and it's something that is not really I would say rewarding as well. Other than that, it can be like if you are looking for a new job, for instance, it may be quite a bit very slow in the beginning, and towards the middle you may get some kind of a rejection email or things like that that's sending you just make you down in some way. But in this case, you may have to be persist on and be gentle towards yourself, and don't beat yourself up, and just try to do it again. So don't give up on the things that may happen. So that is something that you may have to be like care for yourself. So the next card that you're presenting the past position of your spread, you have the Jack of Diamonds. Sorry, Jack of Spade. So the Jack of Spade here indicates that possibly this is the news that you have been waiting for in the past, like something that you have been like dealing with that, and as I said before, you have put so much effort into that. And of course, let's say if you have done quite a good effort on like preparing for the interview, and then the interview may went very well from your side, but it doesn't mean that you get a job. But it looks like that if you have been doing like two or three times interview round, but it may not be like the result may not be something that you may expect from the employer side, and that can be something that is quite draining as well, your emotion especially. So the good news is that this is happening in the month when there is a Mercury retrograde, so maybe this is something that is meant to be. Even if you take the job during the month or during the period of Mercury retrograde, it may not be lasting very long, so that possibly because of that, so it's better not to take the job, maybe because of the like there is a hidden agendas or hidden things that may, like, you don't even know what happened. So take it in the bright side, don't be like beating up yourself too much on that. But of course, yes, it's very disappointing because you have put too much effort into it, but it doesn't really pay out. So it's always it's just always the trade-off on that. So the next one that you're presenting the things that you learn from the past, you have the Five of Spades. So you learn how to communicate well, how you can get across with other people. So how to convey your ideas, how to like disagree with people, but in the positive way, like how to convince people about your ideas, how to make them believe on what you believe. So that possibly something that is hard to do, especially if you don't have any like good communication skills. But if you do have, that can be something that is also hard, because make people agree with you or make people understand in your standpoint here may be something that is not easy for some people. But you learn a lot from that, like conflict that you may have with other people in the past, that give you quite a sense of how to deal with people next time. So the next one that you have representing the things that you need to let go of from the past, you have the Eight of Diamonds. So yeah, if you have been joining with several different projects in the past, you may have to let go of, because possibly those jobs or those project may already ended, and that is something that it's coming, and that is like you are not hired for long term. Of course, it's only as a contract base, and this is the time for you to say goodbye to them and just like let go the attachment that you have towards the project, even though you are enjoying the project so much. Like you learn a lot from the projects, you communicate a lot, and you have like make a lot of connections toward other people a lot during the projects. And yeah, this is the time, like life is always a cycle, like there is a beginning, there is an ending, and this is the time for you to let go those things. So the next card that you are representing the the future cards toward the end of the month, you have the Six of Clubs. So it looks like that I think the opportunity from the past may come back into your life, possibly towards the end of the month. Be mindful that the Mercury retrograde will be ended by the end of the month of August, possibly because of that. The opportunity from the old opportunity that have happened, or that you have got from the past, may came back into your life by the end of the month. And if this is something that you are hoping for, like for instance, if you are having like two different interview with two different employer, maybe you feel that you prefer to work for the employer, the first employer or the employer A, but then you already give up on the employer, the second employer or the employer B in some way, but because of employer A doesn't really appreciate you so much, somehow the employer B will was approaching you back, and but then you didn't really take care of that. But then when you get rejected from the employer A or the first employer, then it may come during the month of by the end of August that they want to approach you back, and this is the second employer that I'm talking about. So the other employer that you were rejected before suddenly came back to you and wants you back and wants you to work for them. So it depends on you, by the way. How do you manage your emotions here, and how to decide whether you want to work for this second employer or not. So just see from your perspective. So the next card, or the last card here, representing the clarifying card at the bottom of the deck, you have the Nine of Spades. I think there is quite a themes here. Like you have so many spade cards here. It looks like that in the month of August there's a lot of thinking that happen in your space, like a lot of ideas, a lot of like the information that come right to your space, and the challenges here is for you to manage your emotions and not to be bogged down with several different like sudden news that coming and then just makes you nervous and makes you unprepared, makes you down and things like that. So even if this card is really negative, but I don't see it quite negative in your spread, because in the end you get the light by the end of the tunnel. Like you will be successful in this case, especially as long as you like keep the positive mindset, because somehow it's always easy to get down, but it's always hard to right back up, especially during Mercury retrograde cycle. So I hope that this reading is helpful for you, and if you like it, just click like, and if you haven't subscribed already, just click subscribe. And if you want to donate to our channel, you're welcome to send us via PayPal on the link below the video, and see you next month. Thank you.